there's one thing in this country which the Deputy President William Ruto has avoided at all costs, then it is confrontation with his boss, President Uhuru Kenyatta. The Deputy President has been humiliated before. He has been provoked before. And he has been embarrassed severally. But the Deputy President has always maintained his cool and avoided any confrontation with his boss, President Uhuru Kenyatta. And yesterday, the Deputy President made an interesting tweet on his official Twitter handle. And from that tweet, it is clear that the Deputy President is now ready to confront and face President Uhuru Kenyatta. This is what the Deputy President posted. Let me just read it for you in verbatim. What the DP is saying in that tweet. I hope I'm getting good. He's saying, the bipartisan Senate Committee to build win-win consensus is a great wisdom and leadership. The abuse of police, and I want you to mark that, the abuse of police and criminal justice to bully citizens, threaten and intimidate leaders, and now blackmail the Senate is wrong. Wrong in capital letters. He's proceeding very wrong. Again, in capital letters. It is not in capital letters. It is not the reason millions woke up early to vote for us. Now, from that tweet, it is clear that the Deputy President was sending a strong message to President Uhuru Kenyatta. The Deputy President basically confronted President Uhuru Kenyatta through that tweet. I want us to dissect this particular tweet and the message which the Deputy President was sending to his boss. But before we do that, if you're watching this video for the first time, I just want you to take a second or two and click the subscribe button here so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. Now let us get back to business. The Deputy President in his tweet passed very strong message to President Uhuru Kenyatta. And from that tweet, I picked 4 key points. Number one, the Deputy President spoke about the abuse of police. So the question is, President Uhuru Kenyatta is the commander-in-chief in this country. The Deputy President is the principal assistant to the president, which means constitutionally, William Ruto is the deputy commander-in-chief of the Republic of Kenya. And is talking of the abuse of police. Who is abusing the police? I want to take you back a bit to 2007. There is nothing new which is happening now or which happened this week, which has never happened in this country before. We witnessed police brutality against NASA supporters in this country. And in one of the interviews with the CNN, I think, was it Al Jazeera or CNN, the Deputy President was on record justifying the police brutality. And I remember him so well stating that those who are being brutalized by the police were actually a group of militia from a small part of the country. He was referring to the people who are being maimed by the police in Nyanza. Today, what has happened is that these guys were just driven. You can't talk of police brutality. What happened to Senator Malala, Senator Langat, even Sakaja at that time was wrong. And personally, I spoke against them here. But the Deputy President is not talking about misuse or abuse of police. So that's the first thing he talked about. Number two, he talked of the abuse of criminal justice to bully citizens. Again, nothing new. Since Jubilee took over power, there was a law which they wanted to pass, the Security Amendment Bill. If that bill had passed in this country, the government would have done whatever they wanted to the citizens. For example, what I'm doing here now, I'm sure I would not have been able to do it because it was going to go against the Security Amendment Bill. That bill was trying to find a way around the criminal justice in this country so that the government was going to have leeway, just like it's happening, I think, in Tanzania today. But the deputy president, because he's out of favor with the president, he's not talking of criminal justice in this country. The third thing he talked about in that tweet is the threats and intimidation. Is it possible that the deputy president is now acknowledging that President Uhuru Kenyatta and his government are actually threatening and intimidating Kenyans, specifically people who are allied to him? And why was he making that statement? Why was he making that statement in the first place? Now, the fourth thing I'm picking about his tweet, from his tweet, the deputy president is talking about blackmailing the Senate, which he believes is wrong. People have been blackmailed in this country before. People have been intimidated. The deputy president was here when Miguna's rights were being violated. When Miguna was deported outside the country. I'm not sure whether he has talked about it so far, but I remember his key allies, Kipchumba Murkomen, celebrating the deportation of Miguna outside the country. But why is this tweet by the deputy president important, politically speaking? What message was he trying to send out? I want to go into the coded message which the deputy president was sending. But before you go that, let me just read for you what he's saying in the last paragraph. He's saying, intimidate leaders and now blackmail Senate is wrong. Wrong in capital letters, and he's repeating very wrong. But listen to the last paragraph, the last sentence. He's saying, it is not the reason millions woke up early to vote for us. Now, what is he trying to say? That millions of Kenyans voted for them, but not to do what Uhuru Kenyatta is doing. That statement is very heavy. But what message was the deputy president trying to send to President Uhuru Kenyatta and to Kenyans in general through this tweet? Number one, the deputy president is trying to dissociate himself fully from Jubilee government. And that's why the deputy president is talking about abuse of police, is talking about abuse of criminal justice, is talking about the threats and intimidation, is talking about the blackmail. All those things are bad. They should not be condoned or supported by any Kenyan. But why is he talking about them now? He's been in power, and in fact, in the first term, the deputy president used to be the voice, the sole voice supporting some of these injustices. But because we are in a political discourse currently, the deputy president has figured out that the only way for him to survive is to dissociate from Jubilee government. And how can he dissociate from Jubilee government? Simple. Appeal to the emotion of Kenyans. Talk about police brutality. Something the deputy president has never talked about since he joined politics in 1992. He's talking about criminal justice. And it was the first time, in my view, from my side, it was the first time I heard the term criminal justice on any official pages from the deputy president, William Ruto. So strategically, the deputy president has realized that being in Jubilee is not helping him. It's a huge burden on him. So he wants to disembark. And disembarking through these kind of statements. Now, the second thing I'm able to pick from the deputy president's tweet is very simple. That the deputy president is keen with running away with this win-win formula. Politics is about perception. If you followed the way the arrests were conducted yesterday, the deputy president and his allies tried so much to lean towards that side, including people like Ndindi Nyoro, who advised President Uhuru Kenyatta to become a benevolent dictator, including someone like Moses Kuria, a person who celebrated and asked the government to spend more money on tear gas just to deal with the NASA supporters. So in my view, the deputy president is trying to run away with this narrative because he has figured out that Kenyans are actually against certain countries losing resources. And the only option now left is a win-win situation. The senators have failed to agree severally. But where is the deputy president stand? He's talking of a win-win. Initially, the senators formed some committee. I think the other time it failed. Again, yesterday, they formed another committee. And from the list of that committee, in my view, the deputy president is going to win. Perceptional war. Because politics is about perception. The mere fact that people of the coastal region now perceive the deputy president as someone who was trying to save them is good for him, politically speaking. So he's trying to run away with that win-win situation, which is actually advancing. The third message, which I also think is very strong, which the deputy president is sending through that tweet, is that President Uhuru Kenyatta is actually a lame duck president. Otherwise, if that was not the message he was sending, why would the deputy president conclude that that's not why we were elected? So it means they were elected to do certain things. The president has failed in that aspect. They were elected to change the economy of the country. The president has failed. They were not elected to intimidate their supporters. That's the message the deputy president is sending out to President Uhuru Kenyatta. Number four. Number five, I also think from reading this statement, from reading this tweet, that the deputy president has decided to move on. And is going to move on by operating as if he is not part of the government. Remember, being a deputy president, the deputy president has been benefiting a lot. There are privileges which he gets as the holder of the office of the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. So all those benefits he has been enjoying. But he has realized that despite the fact that he's enjoying those privileges, he must move on. And how can he move on? He can only move on by taking on President Uhuru Kenyatta. And that's exactly what the deputy president has done in this speech, in this tweet. That's exactly what the deputy president, William Ruto, has done in this tweet. From this tweet, it is now clear that the battle lines are already drawn. The deputy president is likely to disembark from Uhuru Ruto train. I don't know what you think. And if you're watching this video for the first time, I want you to tell me your honest opinion. Why do you think the deputy president would talk about abuse of the police? Why would he talk about abuse of police? Who is abusing the police? Why would the deputy president talk about criminal justice to bully citizens while we know he is the second in command? Why would he talk about threats and intimidation? In my view, the president and his deputy are saying enough is enough. They are parting ways. So if you have been watching this if you're watching this video for the first time, please, I always just ask one request. Just take a second or two and click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue. Thank you guys for your continued support. I just don't know how to express it, but I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. As usual, just click give the video thumbs up if you like, and also thumbs down if you don't like the video, because from that I'm also able to understand what you guys really love, so that we can produce more of such videos. And again, I want to take this opportunity to thank Patrick Njogona. There's a secret he told me today about my phone, because the other day you saw me with that branded t-shirt, people could not read it. So there was a setting in my camera which I was not putting. I just do these things myself. So he he told me how to do it and I've done it and it has worked. Hiyo ndio moto tunataka kwa hii channel. And again, the best way you can help this channel is by sharing these videos to your WhatsApp groups, to your Facebook pages, Facebook groups, and on Twitter. Thank you guys, and please, may you enjoy your day. But again, you can always reach me on my WhatsApp number, which is 0777 741323. So just reach me on that WhatsApp number and everything shall be all right. Thank you guys, and please, may you enjoy your day once again.